Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. What you see here is a result that Browny had achieved in his Panzer II-G. He said he was working on trying to get the mastery badge for this tank. So some of you have already figured out what we're doing here. But this was the only picture I have of that tank. Now we're going to actually show you the tank in action in the video itself. But while I'm setting it up, I figured I would show it to you with the picture of his commander. And the thing he told me is that this is a retired Tier 3 tech tree tank. You can't get it. If you have it, you can use it. But if you don't have it, you can't get it. No way, no how. And he's had a bunch of really good games in this. And he's been working on this mastery concept for several days, a week, whatever it is. I don't know the specifics of that. But I talked to him and he was like, well, he was working on that and getting long hauls because it's a Tier 3 and good for, long haul qualification. And I said, well, we could run together and work on it. That might help. And he was like, oh, of course, that would be fantastic. I said, okay, great. So I did that. Then after that, he was still in a match. I got a message from Hayden. And Hayden is a kid I met playing long haul matches about 6 months ago. November or December. I think it was December. But anyway, he's from England. And so I was, I played with him when I first met him. And then later on, I got to play with him and his father. And those were really fun games. But Hayden had contacted me. And he was like, hey, do you want to play? I'm like, he'd been asking me previously, and there's like a 6-hour time difference between us. So it's kind of hard sometimes to fit it in. And I hadn't been able to get together to play games with Hayden. And I was like, well, I said, yeah, me and Browny are going to go. So you're welcome to join us. He's like, I'm in. So it was fantastic. So the three of us were running transatlantic long haul missions. The main goal was we're all going to be working on long hauls. And Browny's goal was the extra special mastery. My not extra special goal, but my bonus goal was I'm always working on commander points while I'm doing long haul missions. And so I was using my Sexton artillery. So this gave us a good variety of vehicles. My artillery, Browny's Panzer II-G, and Hayden was playing sniper sometimes. He would play light tank, medium tank, just different things, whatever suited his fancy, because he's a really good player with a lot of tanks, and he's been playing a long time for someone, he's been playing since he was about 7, I think is what he said. So, I mean, he's over 4-year veteran, and he's good. Like Browny. These kids are good, man. They're not just some charity case. Like, well, let me play with these kids in this game, and, whatever, we're going to lose a lot, whatever. That's not how it happens at all. These kids, they're butchers. They have absolutely no mercy. All right? So that's the thing. It's like these guys are awesome. Super fun guys to hang out with, too. So this is the atmosphere that we're rolling in. I mean, and these guys they're legitimately good. I don't have to babysit them. I don't have to hold their hands. It's like, go and do your thing and, just tell me what's going on. As I'm artillery, I'm sitting in the back paying attention, and I'll see things that will, come up in the game to help them out. And so everything went along great. Those two had never met before. They hit it off great because good player and good player are like, okay, this is awesome. So it was really fantastic. So before I show you the game footage, and it's good, please leave a like for this video. That would help a lot on the YouTube algorithm. If you'd like to help me out further, all you have to do is subscribe. That's all I need. And the best part is, it's free and you get daily notifications for the videos that I make, like this one here, because this is the game where Browny got his mastery badge. And it was pretty cool. The only thing that was bad is that due to the 6-hour time difference, this was in the afternoon for me, but it was getting close to 10 o'clock England time, London time. And Hayden could not, he had to leave, parents, etc., etc. So he had to leave, and he wasn't here. It was a couple of 3 games after he left that we got this game, which was unfortunate that he wasn't there because he was really a great partner for our 3-man platoon. But that's the only negative. The rest of it is butt-kicking positive, so let's go and check it out, shall we? Welcome to the Abbey. Now, what we're going to do is get this game set up, and we're going to watch this from Browny's perspective, Panzer 2G. Kind of similar to Panzer 1C, visually. I really hadn't looked at it closely. I was just playing games, So Browny is headed down River Road, which is here. This is where he's going. I'm artillery back. You can see me at Juliet 7, and I am with crosshairs in front of Browny to assist him if possible. That droid killed, our droid killed that other droid. Now look at this E6 guy. What a freak. Oh no, wait a second. There you go. Browny. Bunch of dudes here. That guy's dead for all practical purposes. Browny killed that guy. Peacock, another droid, killed the guy in the water. The PlayStation E6 guy is viciously kicking butt too, which is really odd because I don't know how Browny did this with that guy running right in front of him, because he's a kill stealer. Not the guy necessarily, but that vehicle is a kill stealer. Except that Browny is better. Browny. 3 kills for him. Now that guy is too far away. That E6 can't hit that guy from that range. Me, I was just doing, standard artillery business. So long, chump. I tried to get that artillery, but I failed. Browny didn't fail. That would be 4. Super awesome. T3 convertible, I tried to get him too. And it's good that I didn't get some of these guys, because that would have wrecked the whole thing. But we're playing to win, and if we can get a point where, like right now, we have the game completely won and in hand, it's like I'm not trying to steal the kills or anything like that. My primary goal is to assist Browny in getting his mastery badge if I can, because due to that mastery challenge that we had, the numbers for bunches of tanks have been jacked up sky high. And for some reason, this one is up there too. Nice kill with the ram. The funny part is he only has, I think, three commander skills in this commander, and the ramming skill is not one of the ones he has in this tank. But this is one of his favorite 7 kills. What a monster. Browny, 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 Browny. Yes. 8 kills for the Brownster. There we go. Epic victory. There's Brownie's commander, which is Vera. 8 kills, 1100 damage. Now here's the interesting thing as we get to this. I'll tell you when we get to the end of game screen. Okay, this is my end of game screen, but that's all we're going to really need. Well, there's one other thing, but I do have it, so we're okay. I killed 2 guys, 200 damage, nothing spectacular. Just doing commander bonus, you know, nothing spectacular. But let's go to the scoreboard. Now you see Brownie, #1 overall MVP. He had failed earlier to get the mastery badge with a 1400 damage. And he was like, I got it, you know, on this game, he got the mastery badge. And I'm like, well, you only have 1100 damage. He goes, yeah, I know. And then I thought about it, and then within a few seconds I realized, I asked him this question. Did you lose that other game? He goes, yes, I did. And that's the answer. There's some bonus that is not shown where he got a 1400 damage loss and only got a first place badge. But he got this 1100 point win, and that gave him the mastery badge. So that was an interesting comparison, that if he had not made a record of the 1400 point loss that did not yield the badge, I would never have known that this was the case. But now we know that when you're getting mastery badges, it's only common sense that you would get a better chance of getting the mastery badge from a win. But if you score high enough in a loss, you'll get it. But Brownie taught us this because he made a documentation of his monster loss that yielded only a first class badge. So that was really fantastic. Now, the thing I would want to show you, I was smart enough to ask him before he got off for the day, and that is this. This is the game result that he saved that only got him the first class badge. And I didn't think about it until I didn't think about that I had this actual photo until really just a few seconds ago. I realized, you know, I thought he sent me the, you know, the photo, so I went and go look for it. This is not the thing I was going to show you. I'm going to now show you the thing I was going to show you. These are the medals he got from the match you just saw. His Panzer 2G Mastery Badge, the Fire for Effect for doing more damage, obviously, than his hit points, the Bruiser, which is the diamond-shaped brass knuckles, the High Caliber Medal, which is the gold tank in the center, the Duelist is the tank with the 2 crossed fencing swords, and that's for killing guys that did damage, 2 different guys that did damage to you. The Sword is the top gun for killing 6 or more guys. And the last diamond you see with the horseshoe is the Hand of God, and that is for taking damage from 4 different tanks and surviving. So he had a terrific game, as we all saw. And we now know that to get Ace Tanker, it's better to win. It's gettable in a loss, but you get a bonus that we don't know what the number is, but you see that it must be in excess of 300 because he had a 1,400 point loss and didn't get it. 1,400 point damage and a 1,100 point win, and he got it. So don't know how that affects the scoring and what the actual thing is, but we do know now there is a huge difference between winning and losing. And that's one of the things that this video helps to show you. You got to see both the result page for the win and the result page for the loss. In the loss, he got a first class badge. In the win, he got the Ace Tanker Mastery badge, which you're looking at here. So it was awesome to play these games that I played today for a couple hours with Browny and also with Hayden. And I want to congratulate Browny on a terrific job. I mean, he gave his all the entire time, and he was fantastic. Hayden was also fantastic. So I'm going to have this group again in the future. This is the end of the video. So if you would, please leave a like for the video. Please leave a congratulations message for Browny because he was awesome on this quest, and he spent a lot of time working on it. I was lucky enough to help him. And, you know, that's just the kind of guy I am. Because I know that it'll help to do it in a platoon when you have more experienced players with you, because things happen and things come up. People get, you know, helpful ideas. And we did a great job on that. Please consider subscribing. This is the kind of video I do, and this is the kind of stuff that happens here in my clubhouse, for lack of a better term. So thanks again for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed it because it was an awesome achievement, and I was really happy to have helped Browny get it. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks again.